So for months here in Currents, we've followed the spectacular renovation of this beautiful cathedral, and that was just a prelude to what's happening tonight. We have the dedication, attended by the faithful from Brooklyn, Queens, and beyond.
I think we'll see tonight a standing room crowd only, and it'll show that people do understand this, what we need a Co-Cathedral for, that this edifice is beautiful, large enough to do our events. So I'm really very happy tonight.
The living stones of God's temple were a recurring theme in the dedication. The cathedral's pews seat 1,500, but the Mass was overflowing with priests and lay people filling every corner. Cardinal EGAN, who preceded our current Archbishop of New York, spoke of his bond with Brooklyn and Queens.
I've seen it now just a bit, and it's simply magnificent. Worthy of a great, great diocese, one of the great dioceses of the world. We're so lucky to have two dioceses next door to each other, where everyone is so close and such good friends.
It was remarkable. I made it a point not to look up until I finally walked in the first time in the procession, and this church is spectacular. And I really think the Cardinal said it best. He said that this is New York at its finest. This is the church at its finest. This is America at its finest. I thought that was summed everything up, summed this whole crowd up in three simple phrases.
It's beautiful on this feast of Our Lady of Fatima to be dedicating this church on such a beautiful day. The many faces of people throughout the diocese coming together, all expressing their one faith in Jesus Christ. And we do so under the guidance and protection of St. Joseph, who is the patron of the Universal Church. He taught Jesus what it was to be a man. And so each of us, by trying to live more authentically the life that the Lord has given us, the gifts that He has given us, we are open to where the Lord is going to call us, even to a deeper relationship with Him.
Yes, the revelation of Christ to the world could not have taken place without Mary. And so without the intermediacy of Joseph, who took her into his home, lest she be exposed to the harshness of the law, Joseph protected both Mary and the child Jesus. We see here various titles of Our Lady that are venerated by the immigrant people of our diocese. I will use the word awesome. It is awesome, this edifice. And what makes it that way is the contribution of the people themselves. The ethnic apostolates put their national Madonnas in. The Mexicans actually took the pews out and the doors and sanded them down and getting them ready to be finished. So we have a lot of people come as living stones here to make this edifice so beautiful.
After the prayer of dedication, the altar was anointed with the oil of chrism, followed by the walls of the church.
Tonight was a night really, I think, of rebirth, a sign of just the hope of Brooklyn, a sign of the hope of the church, the restoration of the diocese, with all the immigrants coming together, all the people that make up our parishes. The church is alive and growing, and it's such a beautiful symbol between not only the magnificent ceiling, but also just the standing room only crowd. It's a wonderful sign.
The restoration of the church's 300 pews was undertaken by members of the Mexican apostolate. Jose Luis told me the pews were restored by a team of just 5 people, later growing to 40 in the final weeks. The number of pews in the cathedral, I can't believe that, there must have been hundreds of people who did it, it seems.
I know, it's like, it's very, very, God give a power to do this all the amazing job. Yeah.
And how did you feel tonight to have the the dedication and just to see around the church what it's like and how it feels with the people?
I feel very, very proud, very happy to see whatever is happening this night. It's I remember forever. It's something amazing.
The first day that I went in the church, half of the pews were out, and the construction was beginning, but it just felt like home. It just felt like home. I do think that God Himself was guiding me to St. Joseph, and this is a great gift for me. It's a great gift to be able to be part of the history of St. Joseph, and one day tell to my grandchildren, I was there.
Now dedicated and anointed, our new cathedral has been given new life with the prayers and praise of the hundreds gathered here tonight. Reporting for Currents, I'm Konrad Aderer.